Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 9 of the Whimsy Expanded Legacy Challenge Generation 2. Again, I am not feeling 100%, so I do apologize for my voice. But last episode, we were officially playing not just with Alon, but also xochitl and Karmine, bringing a new dynamic in Alon's life and in our Let's Play. And I guess without further ado, let's head on over to gameplay. So everyone, back again with Alon, and of course he is now joined by xochitl and her teenage daughter Karmine. And it is a very rainy morning here in San Sequoia. Of course, Alon is the first one who is up, and he's just trying to get ready, prepare himself for his uni classes. I feel like it's the last day of this particular semester for him. He is also going to be practicing some yoga just to start off his morning routine. Now, the previous episode was the start of Alon living with xochitl and Karmine. Now, it was due to the passing of xochitl's mother-in-law, which we found out last episode as well. And I think Alon has been very busy working on his assessments and exams, and to be honest, when I look back into the previous episode, he hasn't really been talking a lot to xochitl and Karmine. I think he's kind of in shock. I mean, he did say yes to Carmine's, proposal of, hey, like, I need some support at the moment. You're one of my good friends here in San Sequoia now. I wonder whether we should move in together. And of course, Alon said yes to that because he wanted to help out his friend. I think it's kind of almost like a delayed reaction for him, or to be frank, he didn't even really have like a reaction. Like, he wasn't excited. I think he was just in shock because he was probably thinking he would just be moving in with xochitl, but he didn't realize that xochitl also had a teenage daughter. And he also hasn't really been talking to Karmine as well. And when I look at their compatibility with each other, they actually have a very bad compatibility, Alon and Karmine, but hopefully in time that will not be the case. So for this episode, I think I am Alon is going to try and make an effort to kind of be there for xochitl and Karmine. And just, he figured out that, xochitl doesn't really cook because her husband passed away due to a cooking fire. And then I think I'm gonna try and get xochitl to talk to her daughter as well. So Karmine hasn't really been doing well at school, and the storyline for her that I'm kind of proposing is basically when we added her to our family, she didn't actually have her high school homework book with her. It was just a grade school homework book. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna change that. And she kind of gave me that vibe of her being a rebel in some way. She actually had a fear, so let me just quickly look it up. So she's got a fear. So is Karmine going to pass this class? What will happen to her if she fails? Is it still possible to graduate? What will be her future? And she's doing really poorly in school. So previously she's a high school C student, now she's a D student. So I'm gonna try and get xochitl to talk to her daughter later on, and if she's having trouble kind of communicating with her, then maybe she might ask Alon for help. So yes, I'm a bit excited. Like I said, I think it was similar to the previous episode. I'm a bit excited as to what this dynamic will bring into our Let's Play, because the game did this for us. Like, I wasn't really planning this. And of course, I was tossing some ideas with one of my good friends from the Sims community, Cozy Simmer. And she was helping me trying to connect the dots because I told her about what happened, and let's just say I'm excited. I'm excited for Alan. Oh, when answering a question, Carmen used forbidden words. It really shocked the teacher. Oh no, punish away. Carmen's teacher approaches her in class with an offer. Stay through lunch to do some extra assignments, and maybe she can bump up her grade a bit. Should Carmen bother with the extra credit or just blow it off? So if I didn't get the notification before about Carmen's fear about not being able to graduate, I would probably choose the blow it off. But because she had that fear, I think in some small way she still does want to graduate, but she's rebelling. But she still want to get into that podium and get her high school diploma. So I think she's going to do the work. So not only did Carmen manage to score a few extra points towards her final grade, the extra practice actually helped her understand the material better. Excellent, excellent. I'm gonna get her to actively participate because of her fear, so fear of failing classes. So I'm gonna get her to participate in class, and I'm just getting xochitl and Alan to just do some workouts. Noodle is running away. Why is Noodle running away? No. Oh. Xochitl has felt an overwhelming sadness wash over her. She can't help but feel gloomy at the moment. Embrace the change? Yes. I'm gonna say it's probably because of her current circumstances. I mean, one, she lost her husband, but I would say that this would have probably been ages ago. And her mother-in-law actually helped her out, like her and Carmen. And then now that she's away, she had to ask someone else for help, for their support, and that was Alan. So maybe she's just feeling really gloomy at the moment. And maybe, again, I'd like to think that this is also a delayed reaction from the passing of her mother-in-law. Let's do small talk. I kind of want to ask her, like, hey, how you going? Like, just check up on her.
Steve Charso Denoy.
Flizza.
I'm gonna get xochitl to then talk to Alan, share melancholy thoughts. She'll probably tell Alan, like, I'm trying very hard to be okay for Carmen. I mean, my mother-in-law passed away, and then now we're here at your house, and we're very thankful you've accepted us willingly, and really, we're very thankful that you're happy to help us.
Oh,
and then just appreciate. I think she's just gonna appreciate Alan. Like, so we're very, very thankful for your help. And then I kind of want her talk about overcoming insecurities, but maybe it's kind of like her telling him, like, ooh, share Sansequoia secrets as well.
Chimere Jabeen Slawfish.
Enoplanar.
Jabeen.
And maybe she'll... There's some really nice walking paths up in Gilbert Gardens. Look for the signs and you'll be able to power walk around out there. Just keep an eye out for White Claw the alligator. Ooh. I think she's trying very hard to be okay, but maybe deep down she really isn't. And everyone, I've got the power conservation thingy happening, so that's why there's no lights at the moment. I really want Alan to talk to Carmen. So maybe just call over Carmen. He's like, hey, Carmen, do you wanna... She's very tense, so I'm gonna get Alan to check on Carmen. Like, hey, Carmen, are you alright? Like, what's happening? It's like, oh, school sucks. I'm not doing very well at the moment. And what do you mean? Like, what's happening in school? And then I also want, is there a ask about day? So ask about day.
Umbraza? Huh?
Oh, what's happening?
Hijerdube.
Smurds Moobna. Thori.
Nizo.
Okay, so that's not...
Brunch
I thought that there was a parenting disgust stressed mood. Come on, Alan.
Rena.
Okay.
Nor do. Renoy.
Teach about responsibility. And then just be like,
Farik, be Ralph.
you know, don't forget about your homework.
Oh, Groba say Frida.
Do you even have your homework book?
Luta
And then she'll probably say,
Renoy.
no, I can't find it. But
Conil. Stevie Bork.
and then I think Alan's gonna
Renee
try
Nova?
and get to know. Oh, excellent! So our final grades, A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus. Excellent. Yes, we're gonna sign up for another term, and we are still gonna do 4 classes. So pondering personalities, social networks, online and off, mental decision trees, off track, the trolley problem. At home, and it's just 160 simoleons, so we're gonna pay with household funds.
Huh? Oh,
Excellent.
Chu Ratso Samso.
Durka.
Okay, so she's very tense. So I'm gonna say that Alan unsuccessfully got through to Carmen. So then what I'm gonna get him to do is like, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna, you know, he's not gonna try and force it. So then I'm gonna say that Xochitl, you're gonna go up. Oh my gosh, she's sleeping actually. I am gonna get her to wake up. And it's funny how Alan's just here, but you know, we'll just pretend like he's just checking up on Carmen, making sure that she's okay. But for storyline purposes, I'm gonna say that Alan probably kind of did like a, you know, did some hand signals to Xochitl while she's practicing. And then just kind of like, you know, like you need to check up on your daughter because I don't think she's okay. So again, she's gonna be calm and she's gonna be like, and she's gonna lecture about responsibilities. And then she's like, well, how am I supposed to do my homework if I don't have my homework book? And then I think Xochitl will be like, well, then I'll buy you your homework book. She's like, and I think she'll be like, I just want you to talk to me. Like you can talk to me.
No.
And she's probably like, I know, Mom, I know, like, I think I'm just not, I don't think I'm enjoying school at the moment. I think that's all. I am gonna try. Like, I love music, I love painting. And if I have the homework book, I will make an effort in doing that. So I'm gonna say purchase books, but it will be this one. So I'm gonna open this and then I'm gonna give this to Carmen. And then I'm gonna get her to actually do her homework. Oh, so she's got a big test. So she's like, don't worry, Mom, I'm gonna study for my exam tomorrow. And then I'm gonna try really hard. So friends 2 cents. See, so being around a sim that cared enough to give helpful advice gives Carmen a burst of energy. So everyone, it's the next day and it's definitely looking slightly better than the previous day, that's for sure. And it's a Friday morning and of course, Alan, again, he's always the first one up. He's just trying to he's gonna have some breakfast and then of course he's gonna work on his presentation. And I think for today, I'd like to think that Alan is planning to take the girls out for dinner. Now, I know that Xochitl has work today, but I think Alan will talk to her and then just say, you know, to take a day off work because, yeah, I think he really does want to bring the girls out for dinner. They haven't really done anything together ever since Xochitl and Carmen started staying with Alan. All of them are busy with their own things. So Alan, of course, is busy with his uni You've got xochitl, who is busy working on her charisma, working on her fitness skill for her career. And then you've got karmine just dealing with her own stuff as well in school and how she's kind of struggling. She wants to do well, she wants to graduate, but she doesn't have the motivation to work on her homework or to be active in school. And, you know, after like Alon tried to talk to karmine because he noticed how she was kind of slouching and just kind of dragging her feet when she gets home from school. So he noticed that behavior, but at the moment, they're really not seeing eye to eye. I guess karmine's just like, hey, you may be my mom's friend, but I don't really know you. But Alon's trying very hard, but at the same time, he's also not going to force that on karmine. So, you know, he said to xochitl, like, hey, something's up with your daughter. I think you really need to talk to her. And xochitl did. I think she was able to get through to karmine and, you know, kind of motivate her, like, you just need to talk to me. Like, I'm here. Like, if something's going on in school, you just need to talk to me. If you need help, let me know. Like, how come you haven't been doing your homework? And then karmine's like, well, I don't have my homework book. Okay, well, then I'll purchase your homework book. So I think he is going to make an effort just to take the girls out for dinner today. Maybe Del Sol Valley or San Myshuno. Just so then, just some bonding time together, really. And that's really good, at least, like, karmine is feeling energized. Before, she was feeling very mortified, she was very stressed. But I will send her alone to school. And she's gonna make an effort today. So she, for example, epically empowered. Being around a sim with such epic experiences give karmine all the motivation in the world to reach new heights. So that's her mom. That's why she's feeling that. Karmine aced the test. Clearly all that studying was rewarded with some of the top grades in the class. Excellent. Why is homework so hard to finish? It takes so long. Will karmine ever finish, or will it stare back at her blank? So I'm gonna get Alon to share brilliant ideas, but technically it seems saying like, xochitl, do you think you could take a day off work today? She's like, how come? Like, what's happening? She's like, oh, I just want to take you girls out for dinner. She's like, dinner? Really? Like, yeah. It's not on a town tonight, and I think it will be good for us. Like, we haven't done anything at all ever since you both started staying here in the house. She's like, okay, sure. Thank you. So I'm gonna get... I am then going to get... xochitl to take a vacation day. It's like, okay, Alon, I'll talk to my boss. And then just tell him that I won't be able to make it tonight. He's like, yeah, enjoy the day off. Excellent. So while they're talking, everyone, let's just go through the subjects for Alon. So firstly, he's got pondering personalities. Using personality as a strong part of identity, this class examines the ways in which our senses of self affect our view of the world. Certain extreme and archetypal personality types are described and categorized as students look at the various behaviors attributed to each one, fairly or unfairly as the case may be. So that one is a presentation. Then social networks online and off. With the advent of an always connected society and social communities that live online, psychological science must evolve to understand how to talk about, diagnose, and build mental wellness in this new era. Mental decision trees. One of the great tools for modern machine learning depends on creating large, complex decision trees. This course examines these computational structures and applies them to decisions we make without machines, analyzing how well these trees model the way our minds actually work. And then off track, the trolley problem. The classic trolley problem is about being forced to decide to make a moral decision through a seemingly logical lens. This course uses this classic conundrum to explore the intersection of logic and emotion. Excellent. xochitl, maybe just do a workout. I really want to know, what is she into? What does she like? Fitness, wellness, and a guitar. Okay. maybe I can give her a guitar. I need to help and work on xochitl as well. She wants to hug someone and she wants to go bowling with friends. You know what? Maybe we could even go bowling later on, I think. Let me see if there's any bowling alley. I don't think so, actually, now that I think about it. But if ever, maybe bowling or just proper dinner, I think. I like how she's got fear of failing classes and fear of homework. But she's working through those issues. She's started to study for exams. She's also gonna start studying for, start doing her homework. So everyone, I've actually gotten xochitl a guitar. She loves the guitar, but she actually doesn't even have any skills on guitar until today. So hopefully that will develop over time. She's feeling hurt. She feels wronged by Alan, and being around him will remind xochitl of that pain. I don't remember happening between the two of them. Okay, I'll try and figure that out later. So everyone, we are currently in Oasis Springs. So very, very different setting. And I actually managed to find a bowling alley. So that's really great because I want all of them to actually have fun. And oh my gosh, Alan is literally doing his homework. No, Alan. Please try and do something. Why don't you, I think, maybe order some food. Do a meat and cheese platter. And then you can call... And look at these two. They're just goofing around. I think they're enjoying it. Alright, so Alan's gonna order some food for the girls and for himself as well. And I am gonna get him to like call everyone. He's like, xochitl, Carmen, come. I've ordered us some food. It's just meat and cheese platter. But come and have some. Is Alan sitting here? Excellent, excellent, excellent. This is what I want. Okay. And then I'm... Okay, so she's feeling tense and her mom is at the bar. So then I'm gonna get her just to complain to Alan about her problems, like...
Rainy. Slinty Hanada.
Like, whine about unfair life. Like, why do I have to do so many homework? I have to do so many homework every single day. And sometimes I think it's just a bit too much.
Chimarabu. Lepon Weaver. Flybe. Arsene.
Fish for compliments. I'm gonna get her to try to do that actually. Fish for compliments.
Limba. Oh.
He's like, no, like, it's okay. Like, you can discuss interests with Carmen. And deep thoughts teach about responsibility. And you'll get, he's like, you'll get through this, you know? You'll get through this. Before you know it, you're finished with high school and you'll be able to pursue whatever you want to pursue. Our dad's calling. I'll visit you tomorrow. Alright, so I'm gonna get him to invite to bowl. Let's do a 5-frame game. So it's going to be xochitl and Carmen. So I'm gonna get them to bowl and just enjoy the Friday night, you know? Alright. Alright, everyone. So I'm super excited. Nice one! Bowling skill acquired. A game of skill for children and adults alike. Reading a book isn't going to help you here. You need to play again, and then keep on playing if you want to rise through the ranks. Excellent. Now it's Carmen's turn. Oh, Ezra's calling again. Dad. He's like, hey Dad, I'm just out with xochitl and Carmen. And then Ezra's probably like, xochitl? Carmen? Who are they? He's like, I'll call you back. I'm just having fun at the moment. Excellent. Alright. Come on.
Hey. Ah!
Nice.
Ah, booshy, booshy.
Very nice. Alright, now it's Alan's turn again. Okay. Although everyone, I think Alan is feeling a bit bored. He's feeling a bit bored. I think, what did it say? Alan Thorne hates small talk. It's a waste of time that could be spent on their interests. Ask about quietness. It's like, so, Mr. Alan, like, why are you so quiet all of a sudden? He's like, no, I'm not.
This samba.
Discuss stress me. Like, try to have some fun, Carmen. We could worry about your homework later. I can even help you with your homework if you'd like. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean I can't be stressed about it? Maybe it's the wrong word to say. Okay, and... oh my gosh, everyone's... Xochitl is gloomy. She's dwelling in emotions and she's still feeling hurt. Competition guilt. If I win, then my opponent might feel bad and I don't want him to feel that way. So, I'm gonna get her to check up on her mom. Where's the toilets? I'd like to think that she's looking for her mom and she's like, Mom, where'd you go? And then she's like, what's wrong? Like, it's okay, Mom. It's okay. She's like,
Ooh, keep that
I'm just a little bit down, Carmen. Thank you for checking up on me.
Porfa. Meeb, Efridroy, Yimbla.
Aww.
Hug lovingly. There you go. And then I think Alan's probably also looking for Xochitl. And I'm gonna get him to do a smooth apology, although I have no idea what happened. And express admiration and just be like, Xochitl, you're doing really well. I know that your mother-in-law is no longer here, but you're doing really well, okay? And so everyone, I am gonna end this episode over here. Again, I feel like it's a very chilled episode, but I'd like to think that Alan was actually trying to make an effort to get to know more about Carmen and actually converse with Xochitl. I think the shock of having 2 new Sims has kind of finally deflated and it has settled a bit. So Alan really did try and make an effort in this episode, so I'm very proud of him. He also finished his first semester and is now onto his second semester and has a GPA of A+. So again, super proud. And of course, we ended the episode with a night on the town and they actually went to go bowling, which is quite fun because I really wanted Alan, Xochitl, and Carmen just to really bond together. And he's talking to them, and I feel like Carmen is slowly opening up to both her mom and Alan. And I don't know whether she probably doesn't see Alan as a father figure just yet, but I think over time Xochitl will probably ask Alan for help. What kind of help? We don't know yet, and I think that will be in a future episode. But I really hope that you have enjoyed this, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, Alan is feeling very flirty at the moment, so I took advantage of that, and he's actually writing his first romance book. And we will see you all into the next episode. See ya! Bye!